You're comfortably seated, but I would like to ask all of our military folks, law enforcement officers, EMS people, and firefighters, would you come down here and be our honored guests for our opening ceremonies? Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. These are some true heroes right here.
Over this fence. We're in here? Oh, okay. We the one here?
Come on up, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are incredible. Every single day we push the starter button on our Harley Davidsons because of you. How many people were in the Army? Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard. Come on in. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please, would the rest of you stand, remove your headgear, and please welcome our color guard from the Korean War Veterans Association, Chapter 188, for the presentation of our national colors.
Prezentacja flag. Weteran z Korei przewodzi.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the stage and join E.T. from the Seminole HOG chapter, retired military, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hoorah!
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please remain standing while our national colors are retired? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up one more time for the Korean War Veterans Association, Chapter 188. Thank you, gentlemen, for your service. And thank you to all of our heroes right up here. Thank you.
Yeah.
as all of our folks are getting settled again, we want to take some time to thank all of the people who made this rally possible. And we have a list of people to thank, and we have lots of things to go over, so I'm going to continue. Number one, rallies like this are horse-powered by volunteers. We appreciate every single minute that volunteers give to us, so if you volunteered at all for this event, would you please stand up and be recognized so that we can say thank you to all of you. Wow. And if you're sitting next to somebody who's standing, I hope you'll tell them thank you, because these people make it possible for all of us to ride our Harley Davidsons. Of course, we had sponsors along the way, and I want to give a special thanks, and we're gonna hear from one of our big sponsors in just a minute. But I just want to send out a couple of, shout outs. Brent Miller, who's a resident of Lake County, has always come forward to help us, and he gave us $5,000 in his law practice, and we really appreciate Brent Miller. The Florida Harley-Davidson Dealer Association, every year they give us money. So if you know that your dealer is a member of the Harley-Davidson Dealer Association of Florida, I hope you'll go back and tell them thank you, because they are huge contributors to this rally. Miller Coors, you know what? I love cold beer. So I'm really happy when Miller Coors comes on board, but they did a great job and they helped us out this year. Dan from the Hideaway, you know what? We had a great party on Tuesday night. He gave away free food for all of the HOG members who were there, and that was a great party. I want to say a specific shout out to the Lake County Tourism Development Group, also the City of Claremont, Tavares, the Leesburg Partnership, the Where the Hell is Astor, Florida? How many people went to Astor and found out where the hell it was? That's awesome. The City of Umatilla and Mount Dora. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you the folks with the Lake County Tourism Development Bureau. Please welcome Mark Blankenship.
Good evening. Well, thank you all for coming to visit Lake County. We're glad you're here. I'm a rider. I have been for over 25 years. I'm lucky enough I get to ride here all the time. But thank you for being here. But right now I'd like to introduce our chairman of the Board of County Commissioners in Lake County, Chairman Leslie Campione.
It's great to be here tonight, and we're just so glad that you guys are here in Lake County. And let me ask you something. Did you have a good time this week? We worked really hard to get this weather just perfect. So how'd we do on the weather? It's really our honor and our pleasure here in Lake County to host the 2012 Florida State HOG Rally. We feel that we've got some really unique riding routes in Lake County, including the Sugarloaf Mountain area, and then over in Eustis and Umatilla, the back roads, that's my stomping ground, and then up to Paisley and Astor. Hope you guys, it looked like a lot of you found Astor, maybe eventually. Over to Leesburg and down to Groveland and Claremont. We just hope that you enjoyed some of these incredibly scenic areas. I hope that you were able to enjoy our cities that hosted end of the run parties. How'd that go? Did you have a good time at some of those parties? Great. I know they worked really hard to make sure that you guys had a good time. We'd like to thank our two Lake County Harley-Davidson dealers. In Leesburg, we've got Gator Harley-Davidson. All right. Thank you very much for all that you do. And down in Claremont, we have Stormy Hill Harley-Davidson. Again, thank you to these two dealers. They do so much for our community, and we appreciate all your help in making this rally a great success. And also to all the organizers that help coordinate all the things that you guys have enjoyed over the last week. And lastly, on behalf of the Lake County Board of County Commissioners, I want to thank you for bringing this great event here to Lake County. And we'd like to invite you to come back anytime and ride around Lake County. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. There are a couple other people we need to thank, and I shouldn't say a couple because this next group is huge. They make such a big contribution to what we're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to put your hands together for the Shriners because they donate all their time to do all of our security. They do such great work for kids all the time. But ladies and gentlemen, they took care of us big kids this weekend. So Shriners, woohoo! Yeah, that's right. You can stand up and give them a standing ovation. They deserve it, man. They're still out there working. I want to give a big shout out to the Crystal River chapter because they did all our field events and our bike games, and we sure appreciate that. We did them 2 days in 2 locations, and that's not an easy task. And we also want to give a shout out. We know how much training it is to ride in a precision drill team. So if you guys are all in drill teams, would you stand up so we can say thank you to you for all your hard work and your great performances? And we didn't have one incident. That's awesome. So thank you to all the drill teams. Throughout the weekend, you've all had a chance to get to know my friend Jeff Sheely. Jeff is our Director of Human Resources Operations. We are different from every other motorcycle manufacturer because we ride with you, and it's part of their responsibility in their job description to go out to consumer events like these, listen to you, talk to you, get feedback from you, and I think that's one of the cool things that makes us very different. And Jeff has been here and he's enjoyed his time, and I'm going to let him say his farewell. By the way, Jeff and I started at the motor company on the very same day, so it's kind of cool to have a fellow teammate here because we just celebrated our 16th anniversary. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Sheely.
Thanks, Val. Everyone have a good time the last couple days? Yeah, I know I did. My wife Sue and I really had a great time. You know, on behalf of Harley-Davidson, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I want to thank all of you for coming to this event and for being a part of the Harley-Davidson family. You know, this really is a family, and I felt a lot of that over the last couple of days. You know, there's a lot of time and a lot of effort that goes into putting together these rallies, and we recognize all the volunteers. And you know, I just want to do a shout out here for the committee. We've got Bruce, Ken, Rick, Linda, Russ, Jim, Rod, Brad, and I know I probably missed a few, as well as Val, and then all of you volunteers. Please join me in giving everyone a round of applause for that. They did a great job. Yeah, thanks again. You know, personally, Sue and I, we just had a great time. We put on about 350 miles and saw some great countryside here. It was Sue's first time here in Florida, and the weather turned out great, so that was a lot of fun. We met and we talked with a lot of you and hope to do some more tonight. And we made some really good friends that I think are going to carry on forward with us, and hopefully when we come down here next year, we'll be able to visit with them as well.